Do we have a gas on now?
Breathe!
He's critical, but he's stable.
You're okay.
Do you know what happened to you?
Yes, I jumped off a wall.
And my friend stitched me up.
San Francisco has always been a mecca for the strange and different.
What brings you into the ER today?
Shooting drugs in my hand.
You're always seeing something new, and that's pretty exciting.
Actually, it's controlled chaos.
I'm afraid you'll spit at me.
Having a sense of humor is good, and having a poor sense of smell also helps. Another day, another puss.
San Francisco, a city of yuppie consumerism and hippie idealism. Sky-high rents and overflowing homeless shelters. Many people come here to escape the mainstream, but find themselves caught in a trap of drug and alcohol addiction.
The injection drug problem, namely heroin, cocaine, and speed, is one of the worst in the nation. So you have a lot of skin infections, abscesses, HIV disease, drug overdoses.
From the Community Health Network to the free clinic on Haight Street, San Francisco struggles to meet the needs of its poor and uninsured.
You know, we have a large homeless population, so you have a lot of alcohol and drug abuse, mental illness, and violence.
San Francisco General Hospital Medical Center sees the worst of it.
Hello, it's Doug Yoshida. My name is Doug Yoshida. I'm an attending physician in the Department of Emergency Services in San Francisco General. Being a doctor in a busy emergency department is like a cross between an air traffic controller and a waiter.
Attending to telemetry, please. Attending to telemetry.
It's like you have all these sick planes circling around you, and they all want to land, and you're sort of like trying to figure out who's the sickest, who do I need to take care of first, where do I put him, he's mine. And then it's like being a waiter because you have all these patients that are demanding, they need service, they need this, that, and the other thing, and you're running around trying to juggle them all around. Of course, you don't get many tips. What is it?
You're 3 minutes out.
I'm 42 years old. You know, the clock is against me.
What do I have to offer?
I had no car. I used to have a car. I lost that.
I'm not smart.
I lost my family.
I'm not gonna go because I know I'm not gonna get hired. Who's gonna hire a criminal?
I'm black. I'm an addict. I'm a criminal.
I don't have anything to offer.
I've been out of work for too long.
Which, I mean, over time, you feel like that. You say, you know, what's the use?
You need hope. You have to want it.
You have to learn to trust other people. You have to learn to have faith in your dreams.
My name is David. I was born and raised in the Lower East Side. When I lived down there, I started selling drugs. Now I'm living here in the Bronx. This is my area where I live at. When I got out of jail, they told me that I wasn't allowed to go to Manhattan. That's why I got in trouble doing all illegal things and things like that. But it's pretty good here. I like it. I mean, you mind your business and nobody bothers you. I used to smoke crack at one time. Father started selling drugs. And then he passed away when I was 7 years old. My older brother took over. He started selling drugs. So it left me using drugs. I started using drugs. Then I started selling drugs, got in trouble, went to jail, did 18 months, came out, stood in the street for 2 days, went back and did 18 months again. So I was homeless for 2 years. I did a lot of bad things. When I was into drugs, it was either kids need Pampers or me go get crack. And it was like the crack would always win, you know, and I'll see my kids crying. I mean, there's nothing proud of me saying it, but, you know, I would take even money from my own mother and then help her look for it, like if I didn't, you know, which ain't a proud thing to say, you know, but I did do it.
When people judge us, what do we say to that? How do we answer that?
My name is Victoria Alejandro.
Wonderful! Isn't that we had about self-evaluation?
I found myself in, without understanding it, in a domestic violence relationship.
I remember him saying, if he killed me that night, he would only do 2 years because my life wasn't worth anything. Courage is fear that has said its prayers. I always remember the night that I left. Something in me says there has to be a better life than this. I just didn't know what it was. I called Victim Services. They said, we can have a room for you today. People who live in shelters don't have it easy. They're in crisis and all they want is their own apartment. When I was told that besides being uprooted from my apartment and having my kids and myself as nomads, to be told that I needed to be in a job readiness program to be able to keep my room, that was almost telling me that I was going to be kicked out, and I had to start searching.
It's not about being a loner, just making it on your own, because that's where the true hollowness is. A person needs forgiveness, but more importantly, a person needs to respect themselves and know they did wrong, but that's not them. My name is Jerome Fields. I'm an ex-convict. I'm an ex-crackhead. That's what I am. There's several reasons why you start using drugs. You're with the wrong crew, or it could be you're hurting. No matter what starts you using it, the drug makes you addicted. So then you have no choice but to use it. Before I went to jail, I was trying in an addict's way of not doing it. I would pray for God to let the crack spot not be open. And then when it wasn't open, I'd go looking for it anyway. We came outside, and the cops just swarmed all around and on us. They had guns to my head, my boss's head, my co-workers' heads, and they just patted me down. Now, I just went up the block and brought 2 vials of crack cocaine. After praying all day, I want to stop, I want to stop, and I think this was God's last straw. This was his way of saying, okay, you say you want to stop, take this.